Brothers and sisters, I invite you to explore one of the deepest mysteries of our faith, a mystery that brings us closer to the heart of Jesus and reveals what awaits us beyond this life. Don't miss this extraordinary opportunity to hear the revelations that the Lord has shared with Catalina Rivas, a messenger of His infinite mercy. This video could transform your understanding of the divine and strengthen your faith in ways you never imagined. Watch until the end, and allow your heart to be touched by the words of our Lord Jesus Christ.
Speak with the dying. What they will encounter is infinite mercy, loving arms, and a heart full of love. Do not fear death, physical pain, or agony, for those who die in love. There is no sorrow in death, but rather anticipated joy. Oh, what a place of delights I have prepared for those who love me. They have encountered pain and suffering on earth, and their tears have turned into precious gems on their garments. Oh, tell everyone not to waste the gifts of God. You know what the kingdom of heaven is and what you lose by losing it. This present hour seems to be the hour of Satan. The good are perplexed and distressed, and they rightly ask, "How will we all end?" But I have conquered the world. O men of little faith, why do you fear? Was it not necessary for me to suffer first and then enter into glory? In the same way, it is necessary that this great purification now comes, to separate the bad weeds before a blinding light shines upon the church and the new world. A light that will make the new Jerusalem shine in all its splendor. This new kingdom will be a kingdom of peace, love, and harmony on earth, a prelude to the blessed life in heaven. The coming of my kingdom will be founded on charity. Then, men will no longer lose their way, but first the struggle, then the victory. Look at every personal, social, and world event with the eyes of faith, for everything is love. You have meditated on my word, light from light, true God, begotten, not made, of one substance with the Father. For you men and for your salvation, I became incarnate, a worm, no longer a man, but only because I willed it. And men, the work of my hands, were wonderfully willing to do everything I desired. They pressed the grapes strongly in the press until the last drop came out. They followed the incomprehensible love, trampled, oppressed, until no longer having human appearance. Love of my sorrows, I want to talk to you about heaven. It is a place you must speak of, to encourage my children to work to conquer it. I transfigured myself before my apostles, so they could see the beauty of my divine aspect in what radiated from it. Heaven, my children, is such a great good that I wanted to die on the cross to open its entrance for you. The goods of heaven, its joys and its sweetness can be conquered. But you would not understand it even if I explained it to you. Consider that if in this world there are things that appear to you and seduce your senses, how many others are there that sadden you? If you like the light of day, the darkness of night saddens you. If you like spring and autumn, the cold of winter and the heat of summer displease you. Add to this the pains and worries caused by diseases, persecutions, the discomforts of poverty, the anguish of the spirit, the fears, the temptations of the devil, the anxiety of conscience, the uncertainty of eternal salvation. In heaven, there is no death and no fear of dying. There is no pain, no disease, no poverty, no heat. There is only an eternal day always serene, a continuously blooming and delightful spring, because everyone loves each other tenderly, and each one rejoices in the good of the other as if it were their own. In heaven, there is no fear of being lost because the soul, confirmed in divine grace, can no longer sin nor be lost. In heaven, my little ones, you will find everything you could desire. Everything is new. The beauties, the joys. Everything will satisfy your desires. Your eyes will delight in the sight of that magnificent and beautiful city. You will see that the beauty of its inhabitants adds new splendor to the city's beauty, because all are dressed like kings. They are kings. What pleasure you will have in seeing my mother. You will never stop admiring her, because she is the most beautiful of all. To hear her sing, while she praises her God. All these are the lesser delights that are in heaven. Your main delight will be to see us face to face. The reward promised to you is not only beauty, harmony, and other goods, but myself, as I let myself be seen by the blessed. Then, the joys of the Spirit surpass the joys of the senses. Isn't loving me even in this life a sweet thing? Can you imagine, then, what sweetness it will be to enjoy me? What sweetness does a soul in prayer experience when my Father reveals His goodness, His mercy, and above all the love I showed Him with my passion? What will happen then when this veil is lifted and you can see us face to face? You will contemplate all our beauty, our power, our perfections, and all the love we have for you. The greatest affliction of souls who love me is the fear of not loving me and not being loved by me. But in heaven, the soul is sure of loving me and is sure of being loved by me. It sees that I hold it close to me with an immense love that will never end. And this love then grows because the soul knows that I loved it greatly by offering myself as a sacrifice for it on the wood of the cross, then transforming myself into nourishment and food in the Eucharist. And then the soul will clearly see all the graces I granted it to preserve it from sin and attract it to my love. It will see that those tribulations and that poverty, those diseases and those persecutions, which it considered misfortunes, were nothing but love and means that I used to lead it to paradise. It will see all the loving inspirations and mercy that I poured out on it after being despised through its sins. It will see so many souls condemned to the abyss of hell, perhaps apparently less guilty than itself, and then it will rejoice in seeing itself saved and out of danger. My children, the pleasures of the world cannot satisfy your desires. At first, your senses become intoxicated with them, but little by little they become numb until they no longer give you any illusions. The goods of heaven, however, always satisfy and make the heart content. Although they fully satisfy, the goods of heaven always seem new and always delight. They are always desired and always obtained. And so the desire does not generate boredom, because it is always satisfied. Satisfaction does not generate disgust, because it always accompanies the desire. As a result, the soul always remains satisfied and always desiring those joys. Just as the damned are vessels full of hatred, The blessed are vessels full of mercy and joy, because they have nothing else to desire. Believe me, my little ones, the saints and martyrs say, they have done little to obtain heaven. What is all they suffered worth, compared to this sea of eternal joys in which they dwell for eternity? Take courage, my children, to bear with patience all that makes you suffer in this remaining span of time, because everything is little, and nothing can compare to the glory of heaven. When the pains of life afflict you, lift your eyes to heaven and console yourselves in the hope of paradise. It is there that my mother awaits you. It is there that I await you with the crown in hand, to crown you and make you kings of that kingdom that has no end. My little ones, ask for the grace of perseverance in conversion. Whoever entrusts themselves to my mother will obtain this grace. Meditate on my passion and ask that my angel comforts and strengthens you.
Brothers and sisters, these words of Jesus reported by Catalina Rivas remind us of the immensity of his love and mercy. They call us to look beyond the difficulties of life, to see in pain and trials an opportunity for purification and spiritual growth. They invite us not to lose sight of the eternal reward that awaits us in the kingdom of heaven, a kingdom of peace, joy, and endless love. Jesus has prepared a place of unimaginable delights for us, and all he asks is that we persevere in faith, do not get discouraged, and live each day with our eyes fixed on heaven. May these revelations encourage us to follow the path of holiness, knowing that every suffering we endure will be rewarded with eternal joy. Dear brothers and sisters, now, write in the comments what you think, and if this video was helpful to you, and if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss new videos and become part of the faith community. May God bless us all.